Hey blues fans, this is John with the Blues Guitar Institute, and this is your Tuesday Blues, lesson number 19. Alright, so in this lesson I want to show you what I've been using as my warm-up technique for the past several weeks. Actually, I've been using it off and on over the last several years. So it's based heavily in chromatic, so it kind of takes a lot of the guesswork, and it's not very musical, but it definitely gets your hands flowing. I'm going to play this with a thumb pick, but you definitely can play this with just straight fingers, without using this thumb pick. But anyway, I've been wearing this for a little bit now, and I go back and forth with it, and so today I'm using a thumb pick. So anyway, so here's the lesson. I want to show you this exercise. It's something great to do right when you pick up a guitar, before you get into all the cool stuff and playing some sweet blues. So here's the exercise. Let's grab the guitar and I'll show you. Okay, so the real trick to this exercise, you see that you're not really thinking much, you're just kind of going in this chromatic shape, up one fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're coming up a string, 1, 2, 3, 4, come up a string, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that the whole way. But the thing is, it gets the blood flowing in the hand, right? And the other thing what I want to do with this is, make this more of a finger picking exercise. So I'm going to make sure that I only pick the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings with my thumb pick, and then I'm only going to pick the 3rd string with my index finger, and then my ring finger here, my middle finger, will take care of the 2nd string, and my ring finger takes care of the 1st string. And then once you get to the very top of this, so you've done the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 1st string, shift up and walk it backwards. So come up 1 fret, and then I'm going to use my middle finger for the 2nd string, and then my 1st finger for the 3rd string. Thumb comes in to walk back down the 4th string, and then the 5th string, thumb, and then the 6th string, thumb. And then shift up 1 and start the whole thing over. Just repeat that up and down the neck, and it's going to get you real comfortable and used to moving positions on the neck as well. So this is a great exercise, to really start off any practice session. Anytime you grab the guitar, it's a great warm-up. And I can't stress enough, practice this with a metronome. If your timing is sloppy and all over the place, this is an exercise that's really going to help bring it all into beat, but you got to have that solid, steady beat of a metronome behind you so that you know that you're in place. So start slow with this thing, set a metronome, put 5 minutes on the clock, and then walk through this exercise. And if you do this consistently for a couple weeks, every time you pick up the guitar, I think you'll be surprised at just how fluid your movement will become, even in just that couple of weeks. All right, so just so you have it in front of you, I'm going to tab this out, but then also I'm going to play a full round up several frets, and I'm going to try not to screw up. The biggest or the easiest part to mess up is really to not get the right fingers on the right strings. So, and you guys know, if you've watched any Tuesday Blues in the past, that I don't really get hung up on what finger you use on what string, but if you use sort of a dedicated finger to string style like I do, this is a really really good technique. If not, feel free to scrap this part of the practice round, actually the exercise, and sort of pick it with whatever finger you want to. But this works for me. I want to share it with you. So here we go. I'm going to play it one time around for you. Alright, so if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for hanging with me, because I'm sure you would agree this is not the most exciting, most bluesy stuff that we could possibly talk about. But listen, I want to tell you it is incredibly important. I know that when I start practicing and maybe I'm slacking on my warm-up, I feel the pain of not doing it, and the pain is in a couple ways. One, there can seriously be some pain in your hand, and maybe you don't notice it right away, but you start to feel a little stiff a lot sooner than you would if you actually warmed your hands up first. So, and then the other way you feel the pain is maybe I'm not able to nail a lick that I really should be able to nail, or that I've nailed in the past. So I mean, it's no different than any sport. If you're a runner, you're going to take a couple of laps before the race, that kind of thing. So definitely take this lesson seriously and put something like this into your practice routine. So when you pick up the guitar, just run through at least up and down a few of these frets with some sort of exercise just like this to get the blood flowing. And again, I really like this one because it gets your fingers moving on the fretboard, you're covering some ground, and then also it's kind of challenging your picking hand as well. And it's a great way to separate your fingers. And it's tough, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's tough, especially when you get to those top three strings and you're picking that G string with your index finger and nothing else is supposed to move. It's a challenge. So there's a lot to be gained if you work through this. So do it steadily over a few weeks, and I really think you're going to see some results in the rest of your playing as a result of this exercise and having it in your routine. So with that, as always, stop by the website, hit the contact information, and shoot me an email if you have any questions or want to know a little bit more. I'm happy to help you guys. And with that, that's the end of this lesson, and I really thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Hope you have a great week full of some awesome guitar and bluesy licks and all that good stuff. So until then, I'll see you next week. Thanks.